From Rowan College of South Jersey, it's our third of 3 games today, and it's a nightcap to a fantastic Roadrunner Classic weekend. It is the RCSJ Roadrunners and the Mercer County Mustangs in what is pretty much set to be a great matchup in this finale for the Roadrunner Classic. I'm Dan Wilkins, and well, you could see this is going to be a great game. 2 great head coaches in John Bird and everybody else talking it over here as the Mustangs will get ready to go. Mustangs won the first game of the day, and by that we mean of the weekend. It was all the way back on Friday. They beat Manor 80-76 to secure a spot in the championship, and RCSJ beat Eastern University handily 92-58 to secure their spot. John Bird is still talking things over with their sideline. We'll have to see. They were planning on shaking hands before the game started. I already aired my grievance about how I feel about that, so we'll reserve it. But these 2 teams, these should be pretty good. I mean, this is a Division II Mercer team that's 1-8, had to, climb out of the bottom of a 16-point lead at halftime versus Manor. And, well, I'll tell you, I mean, this Mercer team seems really resilient, and they've got some South Jersey talents as well. Torrin Green scored 25 last night versus Manor, and now has a chance for a little bit of redemption. But we'll have starting lineups and much more right here on Dan Wilkins Broadcasting. We'll introduce the Mercer Mustangs here as they get something figured out with the book. But the Mercer starters are Torrin Green. We mentioned he's a Paul Sixth grad and a sophomore for Mercer County. Joelle Drovo, who dropped 20 last night versus Manor. Cameron James, Drew Parrish, and Roman Frankla of Israel will get the start for Mercer. And meanwhile, for RCSJ, it'll be a similar lineup, but not the same as last night. Davis starts in place of Zaire Green. It's Williams Bay, Lassiter, Azir Davis, Kassir Baker of Triton, and Aiden Cranmer of West Deptford ready to go for their starting 5. We'll listen in to the public address announcer, Daryl Bagley. Well, we're ready to go. A weekend's worth of work comes down to this. It's the Mercer Vikings and the RCSJ Roadrunners, 2 great head coaches. John Bird in his first year. And I'll tell you this, for a first-year head coach, he's coached his team pretty well in this tournament so far. From the Roadrunner Gym in Sewell, New Jersey, Baker will be under this one for the Roadrunners. And James will be under this one for Mercer. The championship game is underway. Over at the center, it's Hazir Davis. Mercer picked up their first win of the year last night in that 4-point 80-76 win over Manor. Davis has 5 to shoot, double guarded. He might be in trouble here. Baker lets it go, and he lets it in with 1 second left on the clock. Close call. And the Roadrunners have the first basket. Moving out to the left side, it's Green. Idrovo, top of the key, no good. Rebound, Davis. Roadrunners coming back again. Guarded by Green. Parrish out there as well. Bounce pass. Baker in it at the semicircle. Moves out to Davis. The Winslow grab. Lassiter, catch and shoot. Up on the top of the backboard and out of play. Frankla moves this one over to James to start the possession. Frankla back out inside the semicircle, stops on it. Green is there. Frankla's back, top of the key, and he kicks it out to the left. That one went way up there off of Aiden Cranmer, and it's out of bounds. That ball got kicked again by Cranmer. Now they finally get the possession off here. 18:37, just getting started in the first half. Top of the key, open look, James, three. James with the first points for Mercer in this championship game. And he knocks it down from the top of the key. Cranmer looks for an outlet. It's Davis. Right wing, bounce pass to Baker. Baker lost it, almost with a walk that time, goes out of bounds. Mercer has the ball, moving quickly as they always do, trying to wear down that defense. Idrovo, three! Joel Idrovo makes it a 6-0 run for the Vikings here in the first 2 minutes. Davis. Lassiter moving in. It's back to Williams Bay, the grad of Kingsway in the Tri-County Conference Royal Division. Williams Bay, back over to the right. Bounce pass. Cranmer looking to go in. Really the only man of size on this team, and even then, I mean, it's more like you're running 4 guards and 1 forward here. Davis, three. It's a triple Palooza. 3 straight threes here for Mercer and RCSJ at 6-5. That's what could keep this game close. I mean, both teams under 500 in this 2025-26 winter campaign. Moving out now. Moving through the middle. Idrovo gets it out. James, open look with 10 to shoot. No good. Lassiter almost had the rebound. Now Parrish gets it off the glass, and it's good. Mercer retains the lead. They extend it to 3 points, 8-5. Davis of Charlotte, North Carolina, going up the floor. Guarded. Now Lassiter, catch and shoot. Too long. Rebound by Idrovo. Cranmer was the only one that could have gotten it, and he did not. Again, Mercer just moving so quickly here. Idrovo, now another open look for James, doesn't take it. Back to Frankla, another open look, fires the bounce pass. Idrovo slams into Hyzier Davis, and nothing comes of it. Cranmer, another three in transition. Too long, and he pulled off of it too quickly. Now it will be Mercer ball with Green, the Paul Sixth grad out of Berlin, New Jersey in Camden County. Back over to the top of the key, right side. Now over to the left. Idrovo pump fakes, moves out. Frankla, open look. Bang, he got it for 3. Roman Frankla. I'll tell you, Frankla was 0 for 5 on 3-point attempts last night in the win over Manor. Felt like it was a matter of time. He was due to hit a triple, and the big man was able to get it done and make it a 6-point game, 11-5, as Lassiter passes to Williams Bay. Rolled over the middle. Baker, high off the glass and good. Baker moving over, right side. Now it's Idrovo, back out. Another open look. James, hardly contested. And it, no, how about that? James with a little bit of a funky shot. It goes, 14-7. Williams Bay, right side. Lassiter, keeping the pressure on him. Semicircle, good. Williams Bay lets it go. He's got his first basket. And again, Mercer playing too quickly. You can't keep up. Idrovo, too long. 3 does not go. Lassiter in traffic. Baker, offensive rebound. He had Williams Bay open, but now we have our first foul 5 minutes into the first half. They'll get Zaire Green ready to check in.
Foul against Manor. Baker to shoot 2. Starts on both teams.
14-10 as Baker got his first. Mercer up by 4. That's how much they beat Manor by in the first game. They led by 16 at one point in the second half, but almost gave it away as Baker makes both. Torrin Green moving over in a 3-point one-possession game. Williams Bay guarding heavily. He's got to get it out. He's got 3 seconds left. He does. Ball came out. Roadrunner ball. Davis has it. He's actually going to let this one go, and it does look like Mercer will have the possession as Frankla will inbound this one right in front of the Roadrunner bench, right in front of assistant coach Rich Cooper. Right side now. Pulling up is Green. Doesn't take a shot. Guarded with distance by Cranmer and Williams Bay. They double up on him. Bounce pass. High off the glass by Riddick. No good. Green left side. Davis is there. Cranmer in the corner. Another bounce pass aggressively. Williams Bay in there. Foul line. Baker pump fakes again. Parrish guarding. Riddick couldn't get there. Baker with another basket. He did okay in Friday's win, but he's doing great now. 6 points out of the Roadrunners 13 as Frankla has this one to back that one all the way up. Torrin Green, open shot, catch and shoot. Off the mark, off the back of the rim, and it goes right back out. Ricochets to the Roadrunners. Davis moving in transition. They stop here. Green has an open look. Bounce pass into the paint. Baker again. Roadrunners lead. After being down by nearly double digits, the Roadrunners come back and they get a great run here to make this 15-14. Pass on the right side for the Mustangs. Riddick moving in. Couldn't get anything there. We do get a travel that waves off Riddick's shot. As well, the Mustangs using 2 big men on the floor here. Frankla and Drew Riddick. Left side for Davis, 15 to shoot. Cranmer back over to Williams Bay, still taking their time. Green, shot got blocked, or the pass got blocked from Green. Frankla came in aggressively there. Roadrunners will retain possession. There's 7 seconds on the shot clock for Zaire Green, right in front of the Mercer bench. He's got to find somebody open here. He gets Williams Bay. It is open. He's got Riddick in front of him. It's a mismatch on size with the proportions, but Williams Bay scores anyway. That's the second time Riddick has been outbeaten in what should have been a favorable size matchup for Mercer. I mean, Riddick's the center. He's been guarding the paint really well. And the shot's going to be waved off. They're going to say Riddick stepped out of bounds. Into the game for Mercer is number 44 in Riddle. Out of bounds again. Roadrunners say it's their ball, and it is not. Mercer still under their basket with Riddle. Lines it out to the side. Riddick sets a screen. Now he's going to have a 3. The big man off the mark. Not surprising that Princeton is going to have a whole bunch of guys, a whole bunch of big guys that can shoot threes. Doesn't surprise me all that much, considering their head coach. The Vikings went out, and their 15-year head coach has been the former center from Princeton. Davis hit a 3 from the near corner, but I'll tell you, Howard Levy, hired in 2008 as Mercer's head coach. He was a 4-year starter for Princeton in the mid-1980s, from 85 to 89. Reached the Region 19 National Championship in 2010. But he was on the Ivy League championship team in 1983 and 1984. As down to the ground with Baker. Check that. Yeah, it was 83 and 84 that he was, so my apologies. He graduated in 1985 from Princeton. After the foul, Kasir Baker will shoot 2. He's been a menace for RCSJ tonight. 20 points now. 8 of them are from the forward Baker out of Triton Regional, as that one misses. Cranmer will sub out. Lassiter checks back in. Right now on the floor, it's Williams, Bay, Green, Baker, Lassiter, and Davis. Second shot is good. Baker up to 9, leads both teams in scoring. James leads Mercer with 6. Idrovo, he loves that far corner, and we can see why. Joel Idrovo with the triple makes it 21-17. Lassiter inside. Baker just outside the semicircle, foot on the line. Williams Bay fires it out. Not a lot of dribbling going on here, just a lot of shooting and a lot of passing. Lassiter now into the near corner, guarded by Riddle. Williams Bay, again, not really having any favorable size matchups as Baker lets it go. He gets it. Kasir Baker, he is red hot right now for the Triton grad. 12 minutes to go, or 11 minutes to go, rather, in the first half, and Baker's got it again. 13 points. Kasir Baker doing it all so far. A couple of high passes there. Going back and forth. Parrish now into the corner for Riddle. Near corner. High off the mark. No good. Foul and 1. Parrish able to get the basket. So Parrish will get the basket to count. Riddick will check out. Checking back in is James. Lassiter at the top of the key. Williams Bay almost lost control of the ball there, twirling off of his right hand. 8 to shoot. Green on the left side, not looking up at the clock. Green misses it, and a foul. It's going to get called on James.
Foul on Mercer. It'll send Green to the line to shoot 2.
Green will go to the line. (25 to 20). Big man 3. Riddick couldn't go. 5-point lead for the Roadrunners. 10 minutes to play in the first half. 13 points for Kasir Baker. Baker has it. Underhand flip to Davis. Mercer getting a few subs ready. It's off the head of Baker. Riddick guarding. Spins around. Kasir Baker, 15 points. Responsible for over half of the Roadrunners' offensive output. Ace Lassiter was the star of the show last night. Idrovo got hit, no foul, and it's out of play. So they will sub out Riddle. It is now Hammock in, and number 12 in Torrin Green for the Vikings. Here comes Riddick again. 3, off the mark. Idrovo has it. Blocked hard. Couldn't tell. Was that Baker who got in there again, or was that Williams Bay? Not sure. Julian Johnson now on the floor for the Roadrunners. Here comes a turnover and a steal. Idrovo fouled. Basket did not go. It just rolled over the rim, and now Joel Idrovo will have a chance to shoot two. Cranmer is going to get ready to check back in, along with Mercer's number 13, Frank Pagano. Or no, check that. That's number 23, Jacob McCollum coming in. Mercer using a lot more of their subs than they did last night. They really, I don't remember McCollum being brought into the game, but they have been cycling out their forwards a lot more than they did last night. Both shots good by Idrovo. He leads the scoring with 8. Torrin Green, again, Torrin Green was the star of the show last night for Mercer, and now it's completely different. It hits off of Howard Levy. The 6'10" former center in the Hawaiian shirt on the Mercer bench. As we mentioned, 4-year starter at Princeton in the 80s. Was on 2 Ivy League championship teams. That one goes out. Green to Cranmer. Cranmer inside to Baker. Baker in the corner. Back to Green in the semicircle. Fires it to Baker. 3 to shoot. He loses it. Doesn't hang on to it. And the ball gets away. It'll be a foul. Who's this going to be on? Is it going to be on Green, or is it going to be a Roadrunner foul? Foul is going to be on Baker. His first. 4 fouls now on the Roadrunners, 3 on the Vikings. Parrish to Green. The Paul Six grad. Stops on a dime. Julian Johnson looks to roll out. Far corner. Idrovo. He loves it. And there's a good reason why. Joel Idrovo, 3 triples, all from the same spot. The far corner. He loves the 3-corner ball. Julian Johnson, the Sterling grad, in the game. Sends it to his former Colonial counterpart, former rival, now teammate Aiden Cranmer. Johnson goes to the top of the key. It's Lassiter in the corner, no good. Rebound. Johnson couldn't come up with it, cleanly at least. Now here's Parrish. Breaking away. Contact, no foul. Baker tried to come up with it, and the shot is missed. Back to Cranmer. Open look. That open look just disintegrated in real time. Baker's got it again. John Bird calls a timeout. Kudos to you, Kasir Baker. 17 points in the first half. 7.5 minutes to play. It's the Roadrunners 29 and the Vikings 25. I always say that Christmas music is never really appropriate until Thanksgiving Day. And we do have some Thanksgiving Christmas music today, but we had our first snowfall of the year yesterday. We didn't get much. We just got a light dusting, but it was enough to stick on the ground, and then it turned into rain, and then, you know, it all turns into mush, and we don't like that. But we had a little bit of flurries this morning as well. Winter is coming early, which makes me think that Punxsutawney Phil is going to favor us with an early spring. Shot missed. James goes up Whoa, oh my goodness. He got ripped to the ground. Julian Johnson fell on him. You got to hope he's all right. That was an aggressive hit as his hand was basically glued to the ball, and he came right down with him, and they're subbing out Baker for Jerome Clough. Baker could have gone another minute or two if you ask me, but I think it was, about time that they got somebody else in. So it's Lassiter, Green, Cranmer, Clough, and Johnson on the floor. Several Colonial players of Camden County. This one's up and in. Johnson's got it. Another shot missed. Cranmer got it out, but it feeds right back to Idrovo. Lassiter comes up, clears it out. 6:30 to play in the half. Here's Baker, or check that, Green to Clough, top of the key. Wanted to shoot it, doesn't take it. Johnson, left wing. Johnson passes high. Green able to corral it in without going out of bounds. Goes from the baseline, coast to coast. Passes to the left. Lassiter with 3 to shoot. It is no good. Rebound by number 23, Jacob McCollum. Passes out to Hammock. And no rest on that one. Idrovo goes out, almost had an extra step, back out to the top of the key. Space fades quickly. Idrovo in his home away from home. Another corner 3. And look at where Howard Levy was. He called a timeout from 3/4 of a way across the floor as Joel Idrovo with 4 triples in the first half. It's the Roadrunners 31 and the Vikings 28 right after this. Howard Levy called a timeout, 5:38 left in the first half. This broadcast is brought to you by Harper Driving School. Over 90% of students who take their New Jersey State driving test with Harper pass on the first attempt. Book an appointment today at Suite 4 of the Total Turf Complex in Pittman at 614 Lambs Road. 3-point lead for the Roadrunners as Joel Idrovo got a timeout for Howard Levy after his 4th triple. Davis will inbound. On the floor for the Vikings is McCollum, Hammock, Idrovo, Green. And who else am I missing here? I'm missing somebody. Roadrunners have Davis, Green, Clough, Cranmer, and Lassiter. Oh, block! Green went way up there and got the block that time. Great athleticism from the Paul Sixth guard. And Roadrunners will now be underneath their basket. 14 to shoot. Cranmer gets fouled on his way up. Roadrunners went for the first available shot, and they got it.
Foul on Mercer. It was in Cranmer to the line to shoot 2.
Cranmer will go to the line looking for his first points of the night. Didn't score all that much versus Eastern in the 92-58 win, and he makes his first.
First shot is good.
Cranmer, as we mentioned, was a lights-out shooter at West Deptford. Several all-conference accolades there. second shot is good. Cranmer, a 71% shooter from the stripe, 33% from the three-point line, and 36% from the field. He's played in all 9 games this year for the Roadrunners. 33-28, Adrovo moving in. I mean, this has the makings of a really good game. We've got a travel called. Mercer thought they got fouled, and then you could see McCullum, he stopped in his tracks. He couldn't believe that he got called for a travel. Here is Green. Bounce pass. Davis runs out of room. Shot is short, picks up his own rebound, falls to the ground. 3 players all fall at once. Who pulled out the rug from underneath them, as it's now Green going in transition. Pass gets tipped up over towards the college president, Fred Keating, in the corner. That went up near his kid down there. Trying to figure out what the issue is here. They're waiting on a sub. Frankless coming in. He will sub out McCullum. Another chance here. 3, Green, no. Cranmer picks up the rebound after a couple of hops. Back out to the right. Lassiter inside the semicircle, but Davis for 3. Franklin's the only one underneath it. Green picked up his first points. Cranmer out to Williams Bay. Cranmer again getting underneath that one. Zaire Green faking out Franklin. Back at the top of the key, 8 to shoot, 3:30 to play. It's getting ripped away that time. He goes to the ground. A couple of folks stood up in their seats, not pleased that there wasn't a foul there. Shot is good by Hammock. Underhand flip. Cranmer over to Green. Lassiter, catch and shoot. Off the mark. Just hasn't had that same three-point ability that he did last night. It seems like, I feel like the Roadrunners have put Kassir Baker back in because the Vikings just took the lead. Shot by Adrovo is good. He's got 16 points. Kassir Baker is 17, and well, he's only been out for 6 minutes. Feels like he could use a little bit more. Let's stay right here. When we talk about West Deptford, we open up our high school basketball season with West Deptford next weekend, December 13th. It's a doubleheader in the Red Devil Classic at Penns Grove High School. We'll be seeing the West Deptford Eagles and the Cumberland Colts at the tip-off of the season at 10:30 a.m. on December 13th. And then after that, 12:30 p.m., we've got the Winslow Eagles and the Deptford Spartans. So Deptford, of course, the school right around the road from RCSJ. They'll be traveling down to Salem County with Winslow. There are other games that day, but due to a prior commitment, we will only be at the first 2. Prior to that, we'll be back on the air on Tuesday, December the 9th for a women's basketball showdown between 2 teams that are going in at 6-1. It's the Philadelphia Lions and the RCSJ-Gloucester Roadrunners, number 1 and number 2 in Region 19. A 5 o'clock standalone tip-off for the women's game between Philadelphia and RCSJ. And then we'll be back closer to home once again for 2 Hollydale games on Wednesday and Thursday. It's the St. Peter's Prep Marauders and the Gloucester Catholic Rams, and the Bergen Catholic Crusaders and the Gloucester Catholic Rams. Both of those ice hockey games will be at 3:05 p.m. for the puck drop. Of course, Gloucester Catholic, they had a heartbreaker on Tuesday, up 4-1 to Princeton Day. In the third period, they even had a Michigan goal. but then it ended up getting stripped away from them, and Princeton scored 6 goals in 7 minutes. Unbelievable. And Princeton won that game 7-5. Green will bring this one up the floor on the inbound from Williams Bay. 3 minutes to play in the first half. Baker leads RCSJ scoring with 17. Ball gets stripped away. Frankla got a hand in on it. Couldn't get anything there. Green looked up at the shot clock there, made sure he had everything right. That'll go the other way. Idrovo brings this one up. Williams Bay and Cranmer guarding him closely at half court. Ball comes out. Cranmer falls on it. He is sitting on Joel Idrovo, and now the ball gets away to the Roadrunners. Pumping, faking, and Frankla fouled off the glass. Frankla blocked it hard, but there was apparently some contact in the midst of all of it. I mean, one thing you'll notice is Howard Levy isn't much of a complainer. He isn't somebody that is going to make excuses or somebody that's going to try to scapegoat the refs. He's somebody that's really just going to play it by the letter of the law. And again, his philosophy shows in the fact that he's a 6'10" center that came from Princeton, the famous Princeton offense. And obviously they've had one of the most historic Ivy League tenures and histories that you can imagine. But Williams Bay makes both, and it's 35-34. Roadrunners have the lead. Of course, Idrovo's shot was the one that forced John Bird to call his first timeout, and now they get their first point since that timeout break. With 3 minutes left, we're now down to 2:05. Another back and forth, Williams Bay in the middle of it. Open look, Parrish coming inside, goes out to the far corner. Hammock looking to lay one down, doesn't get it. Cranmer gets the rebound off the front of the rim. Back to Davis, moving quickly in transition, and he's got it. Hajir Davis, the point guard of Charlotte, North Carolina, makes it a 3-point game, 37-34. Idrovo, guarded by Williams Bay. Now at half court, crossing over half court press on Green. Moving inside, a fiery pass. Frankla, contact. Shot's no good. Baker rebound. And Kassir Baker is such a great all-around player. We're seeing that in full force tonight as that three is off the mark. Cranmer offensive rebound, not for long. Couldn't hang on to it. Here comes Parrish. Idrovo, blocked, clean. They say it is. Idrovo gets blocked by Baker. And we'll have a substitution with 1:20. Hammock out. In is Shai Berry. 37-34 Roadrunners. Here's Berry. Check that Green. Ball comes out. Williams Bay. Baker right beside him. Blocked hard. Didn't get anything there. Right side. Idrovo. He's back at home. 5 threes. Joel Idrovo. 4 of them from the far corner. 1 of them from the near corner. You might as well put his footprint in that far corner because that's where he's been shooting all night. And that's where he's been fantastic all night. Ball gets turned over. The game is tied 37 apiece. Kassir Baker comes up with it. They do not call it a backcourt violation. Looked like his foot was over the line before he picked it up. Davis is there. We have a 9-second separation. Down under 30 seconds. Davis, deep. Now back to Williams Bay. Guarded by Green. Kassir Baker. Looks like he made a mistake that time. It is a foul, though, against the Vikings. That's why I was confused about who the foul was against, because John Bird was telling Kassir Baker, wake up, but it was actually a foul against number 3 on the bottom of your screen there, Drew Parrish. Shot's good. First one is. Remember, we're playing one-on-one here. Davis up to 6 points. Baker leads the scoring with 17 for the Roadrunners. Idrovo leads the scoring for the Vikings with 19. Both teams only have one scorer of double-digit points. 39-37. Williams Bay tried to get that ball to come out. Shot clock's erased. 20 seconds left in the half. Coast to coast. Parrish to Green. Double guarding again. Parrish slips up a little bit. Moves out to the right. He's got an open man in Idrovo. Passes it. Frankla blocked. Baker out of bounds. And Baker with his third block of the half. Kasir Baker, man, first half, 17 points, 5 rebounds, 3 blocks. Kid's just done it all, the freshman out of Triton Regional. Another deep pass, 6 seconds. Frankla passes to Adrovo, 2 seconds. Pulls it up from the semicircle, draws the foul and one! Joel Adrovo with a masterful shot and execution. Basket counts. Adrovo up to 21, and with half a second left, they could send Mercer into the halftime break with the lead. No Mercer players guarding here in case the shot misses. It goes. They'll have half a second, and they won't even attempt a shot. How about that for the Mercer Vikings? Joel Adrovo, 21 points, and he goes into the halftime break as the leading scorer on either side. It's the Vikings 40 and the Roadrunners 39. We'll be back in 15 minutes.
May is Mental Health Awareness Month. It is the responsibility of all of us to make sure that our friends, family, and anybody who we hold dear in our lives is feeling well. The problem with spotting mental health issues is that the symptoms aren't that obvious. Just because someone is okay or appears okay on the outside doesn't mean that they're okay on the inside. It's important that if they are in distress, that they call the right people and they get the help that they need. And it is very important that we treat each other with respect, regardless of who you are or where you come from. But it is just as important that we treat ourselves with respect, regardless of the situation going on in our lives. If you're in distress, you can call this number, 988, or you can visit any of these websites if you're not in distress, but would like to learn more information about mental health awareness and research.
Book Dog Pro Wrestling for your next event or outing for the greatest action that New Jersey Pro Wrestling has to offer. Any place, any time, any setting, Dog Pro Wrestling will bring the action to you, and you won't want to miss it for moments like this. But don't just take it from me. Take it from Max Mundo, the Dog Pro Wrestling ambassador.
This is Max Mundo with Dog Pro Wrestling. Are you a civic organization, sporting club looking to fundraise? Then look no further to Dog Pro Wrestling. We do grand openings, corporate events, and much more.
And why not from some of the wrestling talent themselves?
I'm Vinny the Fixer, and I'm the champion of Dog Professional Wrestling. If you want to book the best, come see us. We're the cream of the crop. We'll come to any fundraiser you can think of. Just name the place and we'll show up.
This is the upstanding Dylan Mesh, and for the entirety of my professional wrestling career, dog wrestling has been a mainstay for where I like to wrestle. So you can believe me when I say that it is quality. And I'm upstanding. I'm the only opinion you need.
Yeah! It's your boy Gabriel Hodder here with my man Matthew Oman, and if you want your events to be all fight, no flight,
then book Dog Wrestling so you can witness true primal fear.
Woo!
In life, the road ahead is full of possibilities. But to navigate it safely, you need the right skills. Harper Driving School is the premier driving school serving Gloucester, Salem, and Camden counties. With experienced instructors, many of whom are teachers in local schools, we are dedicated to your success and will help you master the road with confidence. With an over 95% success rate of students passing their road test on their first try, you know your student will be in good hands while embarking on a huge step of their young adult lives, all while avoiding the lines at the DMV and getting insurance discounts.
We chose Harper, and so should you.
Welcome back to the Roadrunner Classic. It's a one-point game in favor of the Mercer Vikings at halftime. I'm Dan Wilkins, joined by Angelina Lindner as the producer for today's games. The first game we saw was a women's basketball standalone where Mercer beat RCSJ by a boatload, 104-64. Then the second game was rather close, but Manor pulled away to beat Eastern, the JV team, 81-69. And now it's 40-39 at the halftime break. Mercer had their first win of the season last night over Manor in a 4-point victory, 80-76. And as we enter the second half, Mercer will inbound to start with Torrin Green. A last-second shot by Adrovo gave the Vikings the lead going into the half, as this one has brought out a quick offensive possession here for Mercer. Up and in is Parrish. Davis has this one. Over on the right side. Back at the top of the key for Baker, who goes into the second half with 17 points after not playing the last 7 minutes of the half. Ball came out. It is blue ball, it looks like, and it will be the Roadrunners who get this one with Lassiter. Lassiter pump fakes, moves inside. Second chance, no good. Frankla rebound. Green has this one. Brings it up the floor quickly on the left side. Back over to Green. Takes it himself, now goes to Parrish. No good that time. Green wanted to take it to the basket himself, but again, these guys are staying pretty conservative right now as Green knocks down the three. He had 5 seconds to shoot and let the best time of that expire. I guess you could say he didn't let it expire because he did get the shot off in time. 12 on 12. Davis guarded by Green. Now it's back to Baker. Cranmer, top of the key, wide left on the three that time. Williams Bay is able to pick this one up, and he's able to get it in his own corner. There was an issue with the shot clock. They asked for it to be changed to 9 seconds instead of 19. I'm not sure what the issue was exactly, but Lassiter, catch and shoot, airballed it. See, in that case, you know you have 9 seconds because the referee stopped the play to get you those 9 seconds, and he just didn't take it. Here comes Parrish, wide open, three. John Bird calls a timeout, and Mercer jumps out to a big lead here at just a minute 45 into the second half. It's 48-39. The Roadrunners have not scored in the half yet, as Parrish, was just wide open. Couldn't get any better than that. We'll be right back. With the timeout called, this broadcast is brought to you by the Dangerous Adrenaline Wrestling Gladiators, New Jersey's premier pro wrestling organization with high-flying events and non-stop entertainment throughout the Garden State. Visit dawgprowrestling.com for more information and for future bookings. Corporate events, private events, birthday parties, whatever it may be, and fundraisers. Book with Dog Pro Wrestling today for the best experience of pro wrestling in New Jersey. I've heard this song so many times this year for Christmas. As a music buff myself, I would say the Mariah Carey song, it's a good song, but it gets played into the ground every year. And that's why people don't like it, because you hear it every second of every day in a retail store, and that's the issue. Davis has this one. Back to Lassiter, moving inside. He's 4-on-1. Davis pulls him off, goes for the long two, and he's got it. That's the Roadrunners' first points of the second half. Davis gets it to James. James to Frankla. Frankla attempts the long three. Couldn't get it there. Rebound by Davis. Azir Davis, the sophomore out of Winslow, with 8 points. Lassiter, guarded by Green. Far corner for Lassiter, or Davis rather. Baker has it, moves inside, and a foul will be called. Hold on one sec. We're dealing with an issue with the scoreboard. It's 48-41. All right, sorry about that. Green will shoot 2. 48-41. Make that 49. Yes, this is what we have to do, folks. We have to manually go over and add every single point back to the box score, but we just had a little technical malfunction. Second shot missed. Ball came out there. Roadrunners have the ball back. Davis. Frankla, no, it's Riddle that comes up with it and gets the steal. Green inside the semicircle, left side of the semicircle, front iron. Riddle rebound. Lets it fly, and it's good. How about that for a surprise? Comes from Shy Berry. Wasn't shy from that three-point shot that time, and it's now a 11-point Mercer lead, their biggest of the day. I mean, the Roadrunners were able to claw back at one point in the first half, but now they've got to do it all over again, and that's not really something you want to do. That's not really something you want to be forced into. Baker, check that. Green has it. Ball went out of bounds into the hallway. Mercer has this one, lets it go, and the Drovo crashes into the bricks, out of bounds. Luckily was able to stop himself in time. .52 Mercer, 41 RCSJ. Cranmer to Davis. Over in the far corner. Baker. Can he get something for Green? A foul. It'll be called against Adrovo. No, it's going to be called against Kassir Baker, who's going to pick up his 4th foul. Such a topsy-turvy night for Kassir Baker. 17 points, been doing so well, but now Mercer was able to foul him a few times and take that advantage away. I mean, I give kudos to Mercer for identifying Kassir Baker as their biggest threat and then just taking that away, because there's nobody who is right now scoring as well inside as Baker. There's really nobody who is right now the better all-around athlete on this floor. That's how he's been playing tonight. We've got a foul on the inbound. They'll send him to the bench after that foul. That's his third against Cameron James with 6 points tonight. Green to Davis. 15:30 to play in the second half. 11-point lead. Roadrunners have only scored 2 points. Amara Sacco is on the floor. The sophomore, Cranmer. Corner box, fouled and one. Aiden Cranmer lights it up from just outside the corner box and puts us within single digits as Cranmer will have a chance for a 3-point play. Couldn't get the shot to go that time. Corner, Idrovo. Who would have thought Idrovo in the corner? That's where he's been all night. Ball gets swiped away by Davis. Here comes Hajir Davis. Takes it himself, left hand, ball rattles out. Sacco can't get it, and it'll get ripped away. It's a jump ball. Possession goes to the Roadrunners. Bounce pass to Sacco. Cranmer, far side, guarded by Riddle. 5 to shoot. Green, good. Zaire Green gets it in for his first points of the night. And it's now a 52-45 game. So Mercer had a big run. Now RCSJ is starting to put the pressure on. Half-court press. Here comes the Roadrunners. Aiden Cranmer is there. Back out to Sacco. Deep pass. Oh my goodness, how about this for a deflection? Goes to Williams Bay. Now back to Green. Davis is open, and a foul is called. But the Roadrunner Classic started in 1981. The last time that RCSJ won the championship was 2018, back when they were called RCGC. Valley Forge won in 2019, Montgomery won in 2023, and Manor won the last 2 years, 2023 and 2024, and they were barely able to escape with third place this year. RCSJ finished second last year. And that was the last time that they had even been in the championship game before 2018. 2019 was Williamson College of the Trades. In 2022, there was no tournament. But, you know, we were talking at halftime, and one of the things that was mentioned was, you know, you have to look up the last time that the Roadrunners won the tournament. There was a time where you had to look up the last time that the Roadrunners didn't win the tournament, because they won every single one for 12 years in a row, from 1993 to 2005. Now, there was no tournament in 2003, but Montgomery Rockville ended their streak, and even then the Roadrunners were in the championship that year as well. So the last time before then that the Roadrunners weren't in the championship was 1992. Drew Parrish made the shot that time. 57-45, 12-point lead. Back out to Williams Bay. He's got Davis open, and Williams Bay takes it. I mean, I mentioned a lot of the times that so-and-so is open or this guy's wide open, but hindsight is only 20/20. Williams Bay was not looking at that end of the floor, and you can't really blame him too much because that's just not where he's looking. His eyes are set on the basket, and he wants to get that basket right away. Frankla catches his own rebound after the missed three. Goes back to Torrin Green, who backs up. He's guarded by Williams Bay. Amara Sacco coming in this time. Left side for Frankla again. Moving in. Outside. Idrovo. Same space on the opposite side. Joel Idrovo. He is the man on the corner. And he's got 25 points. Green had 25 last night. Idrovo's already matched him. 12-30 in the second half. And it's a 13-point lead. Bounce pass. Stopping and going again. Can't get it. Rattled up this time. Ball comes out and a foul. Going down is Green. Green went up with him. Or Green and Green, I guess you could say. Torin Green and Zaire Green. Sometimes you don't realize your redundancy until you see those two names back to back. Four fouls on each team. Riddick in there, and a whistle for a travel. Mercer gets tagged for one. We've got 12 minutes exactly. Here's Green. Sacco. Over to the top of the key. Williams Bay in the semicircle. High pass. Green comes down with it. Zaire Green now over around the world to Williams Bay and then to Hyzier Davis. Corner. Rattles out. Davis in. Timeout called by John Bird. So the basket ends up making it an 11-point game as Hyzier Davis gets up to 10 points. It's the Vikings 60 and the Roadrunners 49. A full timeout here in Gloucester. John Bird called a timeout, and we return to action with an 11-point lead. Mercer 60, RCSJ 49. Lets it go to the right side. Parrish moving in. Adrovo leaves the lights on that time. Bounce pass. Adrovo again in the paint this time. Gets fouled. That'll be the 5th foul against the Roadrunners. Adrovo will take 2 shots. First one is good. He's at 26 points, leading the scoring on both teams. I mean, who knows if Kassir Baker's coming back in this game? What do you know? I say, who knows if he's coming back? And there he is. Here's Kassir Baker. He's sitting on 4 fouls. I mean, they don't have much to lose right now. They want to get that championship. They want to get everything that they want out of this tournament. And as much as it would be nice, we'll have to see if they can hang on to it. Lassiter. Green to Lassiter. Round the world to Davis. Left side. Williams Bay. Inside the semicircle for Kassir Baker. Passes out. 5 to shoot. Up. Too long. Rebound by Hammock. Checked that by McCullum. Parrish guarded closely by Williams Bay. Frankla was open in the corner briefly, but that evaporates quickly. Ball gets turned over to Kingsway's Desir Williams Bay. Hard off the glass. Second chance, no good. Frankla goes for the rebound, gets sent to the ground. And he'll go back up again. (62-49). Vikings taking their time. Frankla fires in the middle. Parrish back out to Idrovo. Ball gets touched, and it'll be RCSJ ball. Joel Idrovo definitely disagrees with the call. Out to the right wing for Davis. Into the corner, Kasir Baker, again sitting on 4 fouls. So they'll have to be careful with him. Lassiter up, no good. Baker gets knocked down. It will be Mercer ball. Inside now. Couldn't get the shot that time to fall. A hold is called against Green. And Cameron James will shoot 2 from the charity stripe. First shot is no good.
First one is missed. Makes the second shot.
Green over to Davis. Back to Zaire Green. Guarded by Idrovo. Inside to the corner, to the paint. Baker gets hit, goes down to the floor. He gets back up and he missed a shot. Parrish. James almost lost his footing there. They do bring it back. James wanted a foul. Ball got tipped up. Baker moving in, out to Lassiter. Catch and shoot. No good on the 3. Davis put back and 1. Basket counts. Back to a 12-point game. 8:30 to play in the half. They're going to get Julian Johnson some minutes now. They'll send Williams Bay to the bench. So Cranmer checks back in. 11 total fouls. Davis was able to complete the 3-point plays up to 13. Top of the key. James, Idrovo, right wing. He's not going to shoot it because he's not in that corner. Torin Green, Frankla. Green, top of the key, right lane of the paint. Gets it tipped up. Baker gets hit. Cranmer comes up with it. Baker takes another hard hit. Julian Johnson off the mark. Idrovo rebound. 8 minutes to play. An 11-point lead for Mercer. And a foul is called. It is called against Green, it looks like. It'll send Idrovo to the line. Zaire Green with his 3rd foul. John Burr does not line up a substitution here. It does put Mercer over the first bonus. (63-52). Roadrunners looking to keep this one high-paced. Cranmer, long two, good. Aiden Cranmer knocks it down. He's up to 6 points. Now it's Parrish. Up and in for James. Timeout by Howard Levy. 65-54, 7:20 to play. We'll be right back. Always love a good classical Christmas. I believe this is the Trans-Siberian Orchestra. 7:20 to play in the second half. Mercer has the bonus. They lead this one by 11. I mean, it sets the stage. It's a festive tournament. Early December. Davis will get ready to inbound this after Howard Levy called a full timeout. Davis can't get that ball out. Now it's a Drovo. Here comes the Vikings. Hard. Too long. Oh. Mercer's going to get the ball back. I thought it should have been RCSJ ball, but I think Johnson touched it. I think Johnson touched it as he was going out of bounds. So Mercer retains possession. Torrin Green is there. Right side. Top of the key. James. Too long. Rebounded by Green. This one goes back now. Foul. And one. James disagrees. Basket good. And Julian Johnson makes up for his prior mistake to try to get this three-point play. Puts us within single digits at 65-56. Johnson at the stripe. It was the fourth foul against James, so he'll go to the bench. Basket good. Every time that we've had an N1 tonight for RCSJ, I mean, they've converted on the three-point play. It's a good precedent to have, that you can be a good foul shooter, because you're going to need it. Idrovo gets blocked from behind by Baker. They say it's clean. Here is Davis. Davis over to the right side. Johnson bounce pass. Baker in. Fouled on his way up. And Baker will go to the line looking for his first points of the half after being seldom used as he went up to 4 fouls. Got himself, despite getting a lot of points, got himself into foul trouble. Howard Levy calls a 30-second timeout before Baker's free throws. We'll be right back. It is a 8-point lead for Mercer. It was as high as 16 at one point, but it's 65-57. After the timeout by Howard Levy, Kassir Baker goes to the line. The first thing that Howard Levy said was, okay, we are starting the process of blowing this game. That's what he said. Hold on. Hold on here. Hold on. We got an issue. Yeah, Baker got fouled on his way up, so they were making sure that he was still shooting 2 instead of 1-and-1. I think because the timeout, everybody got ruffled up about what type of foul it was. But it was a shooting foul, and Baker will shoot 2. First shot is good. Second shot didn't go, but Baker is now up to 18 points. And again, he does have to sit a little prettier here for the second half because he has been sitting on 4 fouls. Idrovo inside. Basket no good. Baker got close to that one as well. Here comes, Franklin, how about this? Went down to the ground, sent Kramer down with him, and the basket's good. Back to a 9-point game. 67-58. Right side, Cranmer. Over to Johnson. Green. Baker couldn't get the shot to fall that time. McCollum clears. And it's back to Torrin Green, the grad of Paul Sixth. 5:15 to play. In the second half, a 9-point lead for the Vikings. Frankla on the left wing, moves inside. Just inside the semicircle. Now over to Green again. Green on the right side. Bounce pass. Little spot-up shot, didn't go. He had 4 to shoot, didn't take it. And it still remains a 9-point game. Roadrunners would need to come back quickly to make this a reality. Davis gets fouled on his way up. Foul is called against McCollum. Yeah, it is Jacob McCollum. I apologize. I had to look at my roster twice. Davis will go to the line. Still 1-and-1 for both sides. Because it was a shooting foul, he does get to shoot 2. I'm not at all, I'll just be completely clear. I don't call that many college basketball games. My bread and butter is in high school basketball. So I am not all that used to the 1-and-1 because in high school there is no such thing as a single and a double bonus, at least in New Jersey. I don't know what it is in other states, but it's simple. 5 fouls in a quarter, and you get 2 shots from there on out. There's nothing that describes a 1-and-1 in the high school level. And again, I don't know how other states work, but my experience is in calling games in New Jersey. As here comes a shot from the corner by Frankla. So the whole college basketball thing, where I didn't really start watching college basketball until last year or 2 years ago, or at least not regularly. It's just something you consider where it's something that I'm not entirely used to. So I apologize if I get tripped up on it. It is the 9th foul against Mercer. John Bird originally was not thrilled about the call, but then he realized it was for his team, and he switched his tone. Cranmer will go to the line for another shot. This one is 1-and-1. He makes his first. That basket's good. We're back to a 6-point game. Cranmer with 8 points. Moving quickly, Frankla, coast to coast. Back out to Parrish. Parrish at the volleyball line. Spot up from the semicircle, no good. Cranmer falls hard. Foul on the Vikings. Tough break that time. Riddick got up from the bench. He was ready to go, and Howard Levy said, "Oh, not so fast." But Cranmer will go to the line. But we spoke with Howard Levy after the first game, as now Riddick checks in. We spoke with Howard Levy after his 80-76 win over Manor in the first round, and one of the things he said is that we've had so many games like that. We lead big, even in most cases in the second half, and then we just find a way to blow it. And he literally said in one of those timeouts, he said, "Gentlemen, we are in the process of blowing this game." So just kind of to put things in perspective of where these guys are, what Howard Levy expects from his team, and how much he would go to win a championship. Aiden Cranmer has made 4 foul shots in a minute. This game is suddenly within reach with 4 minutes to play. Double press, gets away. Johnson, right hand and in. The Vikings might have lost their swords, but the speedy Roadrunners make it a 2-point game. Idrovo takes his time, guarded by Cranmer. 3:40 to play. Still time for things to go right and wrong for both sides. Riddick moving inside. Williams Bay guarding. Shot rattles out. Riddick can't get there. Frankla has it. Open in the far corner. Brings it back out to Parrish. Moves across the Roadrunner logo. Back to Torin Green. Green, top of the key, Idrovo. Riddick set the screen. Cranmer guarding. Back to the corner of the box. 10 to shoot. Riddick takes his time. Moves his pivot. 6 to shoot. Idrovo is there. He's got 26 points. Idrovo running out of time. Stepping back on the fadeaway, and he's got it. Joel Idrovo, 28 points. And 69 all told for the Vikings. Right side for Julian Johnson. Cranmer, long 2, rattles out. Riddick rebound. Back to Parrish. Parrish guarded by Green. Back to the top of the key for the big man, Riddick. We were mentioning before, what's interesting is Frankla comes in, that ball gets swiped away, but he's able to hang on to it. 10 to shoot now. Running out of time. Riddick back to the basket. Blocked by Baker. And that's a bold call. Baker sitting on 4 fouls. If he got fouled that time, he would have been done. But Baker was able to get it cleanly. And foul on Idrovo. Baker will go to the line for 2, the grad of Triton Regional in Runnymede. But we were mentioning, you see a lot of big men on this Mercer team shooting threes. Riddick, Frankla, saw a little bit of it from Riddle earlier in the game, and from James, who's more of a combo guard from a small forward to a power forward, but still it counts as a big man, if you will. And what's important, as Baker makes the first shot, what is important is that you have to remember where Howard Levy comes from. 6'10", 2 Ivy League championships with Princeton in the 80s. And obviously, now he comes back into Mercer County, and he has led this program for 15 years. He has seen generations of players going through his offices and through his teams. Baker missed the second shot. Still a 1-possession game, though, as Idrovo brings this one up. Idrovo on top of the Roadrunner logo. Gets his feet set, and Frankla misses the 3, but now Green gets an easy offensive rebound. Sets the stage again with under 2 minutes to play. Back at the top. Idrovo stops on it. He wanted to bounce pass, but then Parrish moved away from his spot. Moves up. Shot is short. Here comes Baker ripping down the rebound. 100 seconds to play. 69-66 Vikings. Far corner, Davis finds Johnson. He's got a wide open Green. Green to tie the game. Didn't go. Frankla, ball gets away. Davis hangs onto it and he stays in bounds. Davis bounced past Cranmer for a long 2. Couldn't get that one. Baker comes back in flying. Sends a man down. Oh no, that's a charge and Baker's done. Baker is done. He's fouled out. Kasir Baker. Mercer calls a timeout. It's Baker's 5th foul. He is out of the game. And at the worst time, he picks up a charge. And the timeout is called by Howard Levy and Mercer. Desir Williams-Bay will come in. We'll stay right here. 1:15 to play. 69-66. Man, tough stuff that time. We actually will take a quick break. We'll be right back. What an interesting game this has been. It's the championship of the Roadrunner Classic. This will be the first time the Roadrunners would win if they hang on since 2018, back when Rowan College of South Jersey was just called RCGC. And Howard Levy and his crew break from the timeout. Again, the legendary head coach here at Mercer County. Joella Drovo, bounce pass. This one's another good one up the middle. Here comes Frankla taking his time. They do not want to rush a shot here. And the Roadrunners do still have 2 fouls remaining before they give Mercer a double bonus. Just 8 fouls. There's 9. Drovo gets hit as he goes up. And now Drovo will go to the line. If he makes both foul shots, he'll be at 30 points with a minute to play. I would argue if Mercer wins, he gets tournament MVP. I mean, Torrin Green was the star last night, and he's only contributed 5 points today. But if it matters the most as to where you are when the lights are the brightest, I would give it to Joella Drovo. And if the Roadrunners win, even though he fouled out, Kasir Baker. 19 points, 4 blocks. It's Johnson in the corner. 3! Hello! He knocks it down. And John Bird will use this time to talk it over. 49 seconds remaining, and the timeout is called by the Roadrunners in front of a half-full crowd tonight on this Saturday night. We'll be right back at 70-69. Well, it's a one-point game as Julian Johnson, the Sterling grad of 2024, lights up the corner. It's a one-point game. Joella Drovo has it. Roadrunners are one foul away from a double bonus. But the question is, when do you start? Bird is telling his guys to let up here, but they are not. Ball comes out. He's behind the line. Oh, wait a second. It's a travel. Hold on. We've got a lot of confusion here. One referee signaled the whistle for a backcourt violation. The other said it was still in play. So what happened here? It's Roadrunner ball. It's Roadrunner ball. Because when Cranmer started walking with the ball, he assumed that the play was dead. Here come the Roadrunners. That's going to be a controversial one for sure. Johnson in the far corner moving in. Williams Bay fouled. Desir Williams Bay gets fouled on his way up, and after the controversial call, Bird was asking for clarification about how many timeouts he had. It looks like he has 1 30-second timeout remaining. Williams Bay, 8 points for the Kingsway point guard, and he misses his first shot. Williams Bay can tie the game with this shot. 25 seconds left. If he doesn't, we go into foul territory. He's got it, and the game is tied. And with the shot clock erased, Mercer can let this one go, and they hold the cards. They hold the last possession. Torrin Green has it. 15 seconds on the board. Guarded by Johnson. Torrin Green at the top of the key. Lets it go to Adrovo. 29 points for the guard. He might be the hero tonight. 5 seconds. Goes up. No foul. Goes down. Didn't get anything there. And now they call the timeout. There should be about 1 second left. Referee's going to ask for a clarification on the time. And Levy is trying to argue his case. There was just a huge scramble between Mercer and Hajir Davis. They're going to put 0.7 seconds on the clock. And this Roadrunner Classic could very well go into overtime. The question is, though, does this timeout advance the ball? Because the Roadrunners have possession, and I'm trying to see where the referee that has the ball is standing. Where Davis went out, or when the play was stopped, was right in front of where Howard Levy is standing right now. So there you go. Levy was asking for clarification of where the ball is. And again, nobody is 6'10" like Howard Levy, but he's certainly showing he is not making any secrets of what Mercer is expected to do. Just stand there, try to block whatever you can, put everybody on whoever is inbounding this. I'd give it to Davis. With Baker gone, I'd give it to Davis, or even just try to huck one to the basket. We've got Johnson and Green closest to the basket. Cranmer lets it fly. It's intercepted, and we go to overtime. The Roadrunner Classic finale is not done just yet. The staff will be logging extra hours here in the Gloucester County Gym as it's the Roadrunners 70 and the Vikings 70 going to overtime. We'll be right back. 40 minutes could not do it tonight. It's the Roadrunners 70 and the Vikings 70 as we'll get ready for overtime. That, I think, is an accurate representation. That gentleman over there just not really sure what's happening. There was 0.7 seconds left. Cranmer's last chance didn't go. And again, we're looking for if the Roadrunners can get their first Roadrunner Classic Championship in 7 years, since 2018. Riddick and Cranmer. I think Riddick's going to win this battle with the height. No, he does. He does. He just batted it forward instead of batting it back. 5 minutes for overtime. Idrovo, 28 points. Riddick, he was at the top of the key. Now he moves inside, guarded by Cranmer. I mean, if you're Mercer, you just use all of your big men on the floor and dominate in terms of height. Shot is waved off. I thought that was my headset. Here come the Roadrunners. Again, I mean, every possession's going to matter here in overtime as here comes Julian Johnson with the lead. 12 points off the bench. Frankla, far corner. But yeah, we were talking about Mercer has a distinct height advantage to the Roadrunners. And they're going to keep, I think, Frankla and Riddick out there, keep their largest men out there so that they can just, box out all the rebounds, really deny the Roadrunners any chance at an offensive rebound as here comes Julian Johnson. The Silver Knight takes the swords away from the Vikings with 5 points in overtime, and Johnson picks up the steal. 5-point lead. Here comes Davis. Davis spinning around. Back over to Green. Cranmer moving inside. Williams Bay is going to get called for a travel here. Just kind of stomped his feet there. (75-70). Far corner, off the top of the corner of the backboard. It's out of bounds. 75-70. Mercer has not yet scored a point in this overtime period. Here comes Green. Williams Bay, guarded tough. 3. Johnson well off the mark. Kind of ran out of fire there as this one goes up. Parrish makes a miss. Here comes Idrovo once again. No, didn't go. Another chance. Idrovo kicks the ball away. Didn't get called. Idrovo has it again, and now a foul. That ball was definitely kicked by Joel Idrovo on his left foot. The foul is called against Zaire Green. That's his 4th. And again, your bench is going to run thin. They do have Ace Lassiter, who has not been played much. Now, he hasn't shot as well as he used to last night. He only has 4 points. But I would put him in. Get some insurance shots if it plays off at the right time. Idrovo makes it for his first shot. 30 points. Don't forget our next broadcast will be Tuesday, December 9th, with a women's basketball game between Philadelphia and RCSJ, the two teams at the top of the table in Region 19, Division 3. 5 o'clock tip-off. Davis, guarded by Green. Cranmer, right side. Moving in. Williams Bay spins around. Here comes Cranmer. Moving in. Open lane. Drives and in. Cranmer with a drive to the basket for 12 points. Oh, his foot might have stepped over there. An underhand heave to Frankla. Goes back out to Adrovo. Splits the traffic. Euro step and in. One possession game as Adrovo continues to dominate. I mean, even if Mercer doesn't win, there is no chance he doesn't make this all-tournament team that they're talking about. 32 points here in overtime. 2 minutes to play. It's Davis. Johnson's at the top of the key waiting for him. Davis has it. Cranmer gets it on a bounce pass. 10 to shoot. Calls Davis over. Hands it off to him. Davis bolting in. Goes to Green. He's got Johnson open. Now he goes to Davis. 3 to shoot. They'll go inside. They get it off with 1 left, and they got it to go. Hyzier Davis banks another one in, and it's a 5-point game. 90 seconds left. Mercer backed up against the wall, and now another easy basket, and it misses. A wide open layup falls short. And the door is back open for the Roadrunners. Green, Zaire Green. Guarded by Drew Parrish. Cranmer taking his time. Now with 5 points, they can conserve. Here comes Zaire Green. Green as in on the money. 82-74, 8-point game. Under a minute and a foul. Zaire Green is going to get fouled out. With the double bonus, who are they going to bring in? They only got 4 players on the floor right now. They do bring in Lassiter. That's what I was saying. Bring in Lassiter. But Zaire Green, talk about a sayonara, hits the 3 that could put this game away and then gets fouled out. It's like he just closed the chapter on that book by himself. Second shot good, 82-76, and Howard Levy calls another timeout. We'll take a quick break, 82-76, just under a minute to play. So it was actually changed to a 30-second timeout. Cranmer has it. Ball gets away from Lassiter. John Bird frustrated here. Mercer will inbound. It'll be Frankla to bring it in. Mercer with possession. Parrish brings it to Torin Green. He was the MVP of last night. It's been Joel Adrovo's game today. 82-76 into the corner. 3! Frankla drops a bomb. And it's back to a 3-point game. Frankla with 8 points. And now it's a full timeout. So the last one got switched. This one is a full timeout. It's a 3-point game. RCSJ 82, Mercer 79. All things considered, I think that's the last time out of this overtime period. Remember, each team, I believe, gets 2 timeouts for the overtime. Cranmer, bounce pass. Williams Bay, doubly guarded with 3 points, separating them. 4 seconds. Oh, no! Hajir Davis just took a nasty fall. He hit his head on the floor. He's going to get back up. Wow. You could just hear everybody's heart sink for a second there as Hajir Davis got hit hard. Basketball is one of the most unforgiving sports when it comes to that. There's no natural grass like in football. There's no outfield padding like in baseball. When you hit the ground hard. And Davis so this will be 2 shots for Davis, who is coming off of, as we mentioned, hitting his head hard. Made the first shot. He's at 16. Second shot, rattles out. Shot clock erased, 83-79. Here comes Frankla. Pivots outside. Hooks a pass. Back to the top. Parrish catches and runs. Near corner. Torrin Green rolls over to glass, but it's touched by Williams Bay. And Mercer hangs on to the possession. What's the call here? We have a flopping call. That's the first time this year I've seen that. So it's more of your, it's just like in soccer, it's your version of an embellishment call. But how does this get counted is the question. Does it get counted as a technical, or does it what does this get counted as? It's going to get counted as a T, it looks like. Idrovo will make his technical shot. How many does he get? He only gets 1. Yeah, kind of a weird play. But again, the refs called a flop. So they get 1 technical shot. And now a timeout. As if this game couldn't move any slower, right? 83-80, 15 seconds in overtime. And after a flopping technical, we'll take a break. Back here from the Roadrunner Gym, the Roadrunner Athletic Complex in Sewell, New Jersey. We've got a good one on our hands. It's 83-80 in overtime. If you're just joining us, you might want to watch the end of this game and then go back through the tape and watch the rest of this game because it's been fantastic. Here's Frankla, 13 seconds left, coming out of the timeout. Adrovo, guarded by Granmer, goes to the top of the key, tries to draw a foul, and a travel. That should do it. Joel Adrovo, the best player on the floor for the Mercer Vikings, tried to lean in to Aiden Cranmer on a three-point shot and gets called for an extra step. And now John Bird calls a timeout. How many timeouts do these coaches get? 20? We've got 8 seconds. 83-80, we'll be right back. I think I remember about a minute ago saying, I think this was our last timeout of the game, but it is not. And now Cranmer will inbound, and you can see, look at those hops there by Mercer, by McCollum. Bounce pass. Davis is there. He's going to get fouled. So this is where we start to go into screeching halt territory.
Davis will go to the line, shoot 2. 7.1 seconds left in overtime.
7.1 seconds remaining. Shot is good. 2-possession game. They're pulling their players off as Davis makes the shot and most likely puts this game out of reach. Basket good. Davis makes both. 2 seconds. Last shot from the corner is no good. And for the first time in 7 years, the RCSJ Roadrunners defend the home court and are Roadrunner Classic champions, 85-80. Winning in overtime over Mercer County as a big way to end the last game of the day. We'll stay right here for MVP nominations. But, man, what a good game it was. I would give mine to Julian Johnson. 15 points off the bench, including 5 clutch points and a triple in overtime. Mercer falls to 1-9. RCSJ improves to 5-6.
All right.
Let's listen in.
Number 12. Corey Green. Also for Mercer, number 20, Joel Adrovo. it is my privilege to announce the winners and champions of the 2025-2026 Roadrunner Classic. It's none other than your RCSJ Roadrunners. Congratulations, gentlemen.
That'll be all for us tonight on Dan Wilkins Broadcasting. Thank you for sticking with us for this 5-game extravaganza. 3 games total this weekend. Or excuse me, 5 games total, 3 games today, with RCSJ winning the Roadrunner Classic for the first time since 2018. From our entire crew, our social media coordinator, Haley Mejia, our graphics crew, Gavin Van Rel, Caleb Blaine, and Carson Rosso, my producer, Angelina Lindner, I'm Dan Wilkins. We will see you on Tuesday for women's basketball between the RCSJ Roadrunners and the Philadelphia Lions. Have a good one, folks.